What's up, guys? We're here at Collider Games. It's Dorian here with my boy Tony. How are you doing today, Tony?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
So we just got back from the PlayStation VR event down in San Francisco. We got to play a ton of games, but the main one we got to like really do a full demonstration of was the Iron Man VR game.
Yes.
And when I tell you, it was sick. Like, believe me. Like, Tony, what were your first impressions?
It was crazy. You are Iron Man. You know, that's the crazy thing. A lot of people ask, like, when you're there before they got to play, like, oh, are you on rails? Like, is it you just move forward? Like, no, you're flying around, you're shooting, you are Iron Man. And that's all you could ask for. You know?
And I thought it was cool too. So the first story, or when we're introduced, you're in a plane. You get to see Friday as a virtual assistant. You're in the plane with Pepper Potts, and somebody hijacks the plane, and you're like thrown out of it. You slowly have to get your armor on. And I thought it was interesting too. Like when they pointed out while you're watching it, they pointed out that Pepper Potts was going to become CEO. And in the back of my mind, I was like, all right, maybe this is canon because it could take place between Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 3, like when she was doing that transition to become CEO in the MC universe. But the game creators did confirm that this is its own thing. It's not connected to the Spider-Man game. It's not connected to the MCU. This is its own thing. And I think that'll benefit it in the long run, because when you actually just start and you're jumping in, you get your armor, you get the little virtual thing, the mask on, it really does feel like you're flying in Tony Stark's suit. And like how they have it, the benders, like how you would imagine a repulsor to go, like his hands, it's actually
it works just like that. You have your move controllers, and when you're asked how you fly just like you would if you're Iron Man. Now it does take some interesting, if you want to fly forward, you have your hands down, so you have to imagine you are parallel to think. But if you imagine that's how it works. You want to fly up, you have your palms up. Like you're flying up and you want to shoot things, you're putting your hands up. It works just like if you're Iron Man. It's
exactly.
perfect.
And the thing about it is, like, they give you a little introductory level to train you and get you all familiar with it, and then you're thrown into the full thing. And I think they did a good job of like giving you the controls, because honestly, by the time you finish the tutorials and you're doing the first mission, by the end of that first mission, you feel fully comfortable to just fly around. You've got the controls down. There were a couple of like minor issues that they said they were going to address and fix, and this was a beta, so I feel like we can't really even critique it, because there's there's not a final copy at all.
It was just minor things, like when you are trying to shoot things and you have both of your hands with repulsors, your reticles might get crossed up, so you think this one is your right one, but it's really your left, and that can get crossed up. But again, that's stuff that they're working on, and they noticed that, as well. But it's just it's so much fun getting to blast stuff, getting to fly around.
It really feels immersive. And I know some people, when they announced it, they were like, oh, it's not going to be like that thought out. It's not going to have that much investment in it, because sometimes they have a negative connotation for virtual reality. It's like they don't put that much into their actual virtual reality games. But this really felt like they put a lot of detail, a lot of love and care into this. And while I was flying around, like, you're literally like just zooming around, and you can completely do a 360 and change your course of direction and do all that. And I thought that was fun, and I can really see like myself, like when I was finished playing this, I was like, all right, I have to get a VR just because of this game. It was that incredible, in my opinion.
It's definitely going to be a full experience. It's not one of those gimmicky kind of VR games that you get. This is a full-fledged experience. The demo was pretty long. We were in there for 20 to 30 minutes just playing this, and it was just the introductions. And the nice thing about it is I could have stayed in there for a while. I wasn't dizzy. I am moving around a lot. They do keep you, they have like a safety zone you could see in the VR headset of where they want you to stay, so you're not banging into stuff. But it's a game that I could see myself playing for a long time and not having to take it off and feel sick. And it's super exciting. It's the way that VR is moving is very, very exciting, and this is the perfect use of VR. To be Iron Man, the heads-up display on your screen, you feel like you're wearing the armor.
I'm so excited for this game. I don't think it has an official release yet, but when it does, we're going to be covering it, because like just from our two first reactions off of just 30 minutes, this game is so much fun, and we can't wait to do more coverage for it. So make sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, follow Collider Games on Twitter and on YouTube, because we'll have a lot more PlayStation VR coverage coming for you soon.